All right, everybody. Hey, welcome back. Now listen, if you're looking for the ultimate comfort food, this chicken spaghetti right here is it, right? It's loaded with tender chicken, a rich and creamy, cheesy sauce, and baked until it's hot, bubbly, and golden. That's what does it for you guys. Check it out. When I say cheesy, you're gonna want to watch this one. So you know what I always say, let's get it. Okay, y'all, listen, you know what? I just wanna fly over the ingredients so you guys can see, right? Everything that you see right here is on my website. That's Smokin and Grillin with AB.com, and that's WITAB.com, right? But look, this right here is gonna be the time saver. Now you guys can get a breast, boil it. If you're gonna boil it, I boil mine in a chicken stock. But why? When I can go to the grocery store, get one already ready. It's a rotisserie chicken, and this right here is gonna be like a time saver. And you know what? It's inexpensive also. All right, so look, the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna do two things. I'm gonna go ahead and get my pasta noodles going. Now listen, it calls for it to be al dente, but because we putting this in the oven, right? I like to go a little bit less. So read the instructions that's on your, on your box. Right? And then what you're seeing me do right here is I'm putting some chicken bouillon in here. It's almost at the end, folks. It seems like I'm putting a lot in here, but I'm not. I'm just trying to get it. I don't know why I didn't just add it all. It wasn't enough to even use a spoon, right? So we want to have flavored water. Now you guys are learning. This is how you get your pasta to, turn out right. Right? You want it to be tasteful. So we already got that going. Mine says 11 to 12 minutes, for al dente, meaning I'm gonna take mine out at 9 and I'm gonna shock it with cold water to stop the cooking process. All right, let's talk about this spaghetti, right? This right here is my favorite. Now you guys let me know down in the comment section below which one is your favorite, right? Angel hair, since I had it when I was a kid, I don't pretty much do nothing else. Then we got spaghetti, which is a regular size, right? And then they got a thick spaghetti. Which one is yours? And then out of these, you can put whatever you want to. And to be honest with you can put any type of pasta noodle you want. I'm going with the spaghetti this time. All right, so water's ready. This is 1 pound in the box. Anything that's just standing up, I just leave it like this, folks. You know what I mean? I used to break it. A lot of the Italian people, they tell me that's no good, no bueno, right? So we're gonna leave it like this. We're gonna let it come back up to, temp. I'm gonna get myself here we go. This is actually bamboo, folks, but I call it my wooden spoon, right? And I just want to get some separation once it starts to come back to a boil. Meanwhile, I got a timer going on right now, so it's gonna be set at 9 minutes, and I'll see you guys in, 9 minutes. Now, this right here is gonna take a minute, right? So, the preheat. We're gonna preheat to 350, right? So we hit bake. You guys do whatever you gotta do on your end, and then I'm gonna hit start, and now it's go. Right? Now, you guys always look at my my grates. These are my shelves that's inside of my oven. I raise this one up this way because I know that that's where it should be, right in the middle, folks. That makes a difference. All right, so listen, I almost forgot to add myself a generous pinch, maybe a 2, of some kosher salt, right? This is how we build in layers, right? So we got the salt. Oh, it's boiling nice. I'm stirring it so nothing to stick. I don't know about y'all. I know I grew up with always putting the oil in there, you know what I mean? But my mind won't let me do it now. No way. So anyway, that's nice and seasoned. My timer's going. I'm building up heat. We preheating. Now let's just go ahead and do this little bit of prep work and let's get it cracking. All right, so look, we got a little bit of prep work to do while the, oven is preheating and then we boiling. All right, now we'll go ahead and work with this bell pepper, right? Don't throw this away, folks. This is good. You can use it in another recipe or you can use it here too, right? But right now I'm just gonna get in here. I cut the ribs, right? Take this, scrape that out. You see how the whole center comes out? All of the seeds, right? We make a cut and then I trim any rib that I see that was here, right? We just bring it like that. Now this part's completely up to you. How big do you want your dice to be? You want them, small dice. Remember, the smaller the dice is more for the flavor, right? The bigger it is, it's more for the texture, right? And the look and the flavor. But if you want to concentrate the flavor, make them small. All right, so the way I'm trying to remember this is I started, like in the beginning when I was making my videos, I didn't really say it unless it was something that I would think about, when I was making it, right? But a real pro tip is whenever you boil pasta, always save yourself some pasta water. I'm gonna set that right there. Right, now we'll take this. I'm gonna come over here. Inside of my sink right here, I already have, a colander. Here it is, folks. right? I'm gonna put it on cold water. Now let's go ahead and dump this. All right, so now we move on to this step, right? So what I did was I put a medium flame underneath my Dutch oven here. I'm finna add my butter. What we want to do is just go ahead and let that melt, right? I use, spatulas a lot, So part of me cooking is having the right tool for the job, right? So these are inexpensive. You guys pick yourself up one if you don't have one. You know what I mean? It just makes the cooking and all your prep and everything that you're doing, just more manageable and enjoyable, right? So I'm gonna leave that like that. Matter of fact, let's just go ahead. Now, you've been watching me for a minute. I always say I like to add my onions first. I always like to give them a head start. All right, so I'm gonna get in here with my spatula, move this around, and let them work just for a hot second. Now I'll add the rest of my ingredients, meaning my rest of my veggies, which is nothing but our bell peppers. All right, so a little time then went by. It's probably coming right up on, 4 minutes, right? So I'm finna load up my garlic press, right? If you guys wanna know what I'm doing, I like to push everything over to the side so I can have a bed so that when I put my garlic in, it'll rest on top. Now I turned my fire back down to a medium. I just wanted to get everything going. Now we'll just go ahead and mince. Whew. I love minced garlic, folks. Right, so we just do it like that. I'll open this up. You see anything that pulled off on the side as we were mincing, pressing it, we just put it back in there like this. You can put it right here on top. And what it does is it'll mince it all. It'll go through there. All right, and now we go ahead and let it hit the heat, right? And this is where I keep everything moving so that we don't burn under the garlic. Right, we just want to sweat some of that flavor out of there. Now, if you did everything the way I taught you guys how to cook, right? It's like prep in the beginning, meaning measure out your ingredients, or at least have everything, at the ready, right? So now we're gonna go ahead and just everything that you have left, we're gonna do a dump and go, right? So I'm gonna start here. You can start anywhere you wanna start, folks. It doesn't make no difference. If it's all going in here, all right? Let me go ahead and open this up. Remember we talked about having the right tools, right? Gotta have a smaller spatula. Let's get this in here. We wanna get all of the contents out, right? All right, now I'll put a little liquid in here, all right? Let's get this going. All right, now we'll come with, a cream of mushroom. Now you guys gotta love this. This makes for a great weeknight meal. You know what I mean? You could just come on in, pick up a rotisserie chicken. Actually, you can put it in, you can pick up a rotisserie chicken anytime. Just put it in the refrigerator. When you're ready to make it, throw it in the microwave, right? And move forward. All right, and then we get the rest of the seasoning in there. All right, now we get our Rotel in here. You guys can see the way we just building this flavor, right? I want you guys to let me know down in the comment section below. Have you ever even had a chicken spaghetti? Sour cream. And that heat just incorporates all of this right here, right? Look at that. So you just want to make sure you got it mixed up properly. All right. Now, I'll just give this a generous, pinch of salt. That's it. And then I'll always add fresh black cracked pepper, right? So we grind. I like to be able to see it, right? I'm gonna put this down, set this down to a simmer, And then for those of you guys that do have the A seasoning, I have some right here. Go ahead and just give this a little bit. This will give it a little color and a little bit of that flavor too. You don't want to overpower it, folks. And don't forget, this is a low sodium product, folks. So if you guys don't have it, run out, pick some up. You know what I mean? Because we always cook and control our salt intake, you know, on the cooking end. Now, let me set this down to low. Ah, yeah. Now this should be right here. Once you got everything, you know, blended and everything is married together, as they say, has bloomed, go ahead and taste it and make your adjustments here. Because if it tastes good here, it's going to taste good at the end, folks. Okay, so I went ahead and just shredded down. As you can see, I shred on the small side, right, of my cheddar. Now this is the Monterey Jack. Now this right here is like salt, folks. You know what I mean? You're just going to have to like work with it. You're going to need to get yourself about a cup of this. To be honest with you, when it comes to this over here, let's go with the bigger size. It'll help. All right, so now that we got all our cheese, you know, shredded. Now you can look and see how thick it is, right? You remember we saved some pasta water, which remind me, let me go ahead and grab that. So if it's a little too thick for you, you can always thin it out. And pasta water helps, that starchy water helps it stick to the, you know, pasta noodles also, right? So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add, you know, some shredded chicken to it, right? I took the skin off, folks, right? So I like mine to be a little bit on the chunky side. You guys can shred it all down if you want to and have chicken. I don't know, I don't like it shredded like that. I like to be able to have at least a decent chew, right? You guys let me know down in the comment section below. How do you want to do yours? Right, so look, I'm gonna add all of this in here. Really, we only need a couple of cups, but I make this all the time, folks. I know, I'm telling you guys 2 cups. You know what I mean? You do whatever you want to do on your end, but please try it the way I give it to you on the recipe, which is on Smokin and Grillin with AB.com, and that's WITAB.com. But listen, when it look like that, I know some of y'all mouths is, you know, watering right now, including mine. Now, because I added all of that bird in here, right? We got the yard bird working, right? Now I'm gonna go ahead and add some to it, a little pasta water, right? Just to thin it out. We're gonna need this to be able to coat everything. You can feel it, it loosens up right away, right? So I got a low flame underneath the bottom here, right? You're gonna need a little heat because now we're finna come with the cheese, right? So for the Monterey Jack, we only gonna put a cup in here, right? And we just let this heat, you know, work its way, right? Now when I usually get this part done, you know, get about a cup of this in here, that'll about do it right there, folks. Right, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna remove the fire from underneath, get rid of that flame. It's enough heat in here to get everything to, you know, melt organically, right? So now we're gonna go ahead and add, you know, our cheddar. Now we only gonna need about a cup of that cheddar too. The rest of the cheese we're gonna add at the end, right, as a topping. Yeah, look at that right there. I did say it was cheesy, right? All right, so I tasted that right there. Just right there, folks, is fire. So now we'll just go ahead and start adding our, you know, our pasta to it. Now you guys see, this is where I tell you, I love to have, you know, angel hair. But I went ahead and used like just, I settled. I wasn't gonna go extra thick. I just said to myself, I'll go ahead and do, you know, just a regular traditional spaghetti. And then notice how I put it in here like this. I still separate it, you know, and then drop it in. Just a little bit at a time. All right, so I got my 13 by 9. Look, this got a high, it's kind of like deep, right? So I got my non-stick spray, which I'm using avocado oil spray. You guys can see that. Just keep everything from sticking. Listen, it's spray wide, folks. So be prepared to, you know, clean your counters, right? So I'm gonna set that over there. Now, you guys see that right there? This look good already, folks. Now I'm just gonna take it and we're just gonna pour this in here. Now we take the remainder of the cheese that we had, right? And we just shred this over the top. Now I'm gonna go ahead and put a piece of foil over the top of this, but I'm not gonna really like seal it. We're just gonna have it on there lightly, right? Oh yeah, look at this. Once we have that on there, we're gonna put it in the oven. I'm gonna put it in there for about 20 minutes covered loosely, right? Then we're gonna take it off. But I'm gonna explain all that to you when that time comes. Right now, you just wanna stick it in the oven, 20 minutes loosely. Let me just go ahead and put a piece of foil on. All right, so now that I got a piece of foil over the top, you wanna keep it on there loosely. You wanna make sure it don't touch your cheese, but you don't want none of your cheese to like stick to it, right? So stick this in like that. I'm gonna set a timer. I'm gonna actually set my timer for about 15 minutes. Okay, so I brought it out. So what I did was I didn't film the fact that after 15 minutes I pulled off my foil and then let it stay in there for like another 10 minutes. You know what I mean? Just to get the top and make sure everything is nice and melted, and it could possibly put some like brown covering on the top of the cheese, right? So with that being said, I'll let this rest for this probably has been resting for maybe about we coming up about 10 minutes, right? So now I'm gonna go ahead. You guys come on in here and you guys can take a look, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and just get this right here like this, and we'll just pull this up like that. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, yes. That's really enough right there. Just want to get this. Now, don't forget, I tasted this already, folks. I'm telling you, this is fire. You guys let me know once you taste it, what you guys think about it down in the comment section below, because you will be back. I promise you, you will. You see that right there? I'm gonna hit it with a little bit of parsley, take a couple of pictures, you know what I mean? And then let's go ahead and eat some of this. Okay, folks, look, I done got it all wrapped up, nice and cheesy. Now, what I did was, if you guys come in here and take a look, come on. I did sprinkle a little bit more cheese on there right there. Ooh, it is still hot. I can feel it at the bottom of here. But that right there is fire, right? Now, you guys went crazy over the last, spaghetti that I did. Now we're doing a little bit on the lighter side, with the chicken. Showed you guys how to like save a little money, especially with the prices of beef. Why not make this right here? And then we use a few little canned, ingredients. And when I tell you it's budget friendly, folks. But listen, I'm not finna over talk it or nothing like that. Come on, here, let's just go ahead and get us some. Ooh, my goodness. Ooh. Come on. All right, so cheesy. You know what, I'm gonna do it like this. Right? See that right there, nice and hot. Cheers, y'all. I don't know about y'all, but I love spaghetti. You know what I mean? And just to break up from doing the same old red sauce, ground beef, things of that nature, why not just use the chicken? This right here is a great alternative. You know what? I hear myself in the way of sounding, it's not no great alternative. This is a good meal. You know what I mean? And the fact that it's budget friendly, you guys make it, come back and talk to me, holler at your boy, and let's have a, discussion about, which one you like the best. Now, with that being said, listen, if you're new to my channel, let me take this time to say thank you for watching this video. Don't forget to like, smash that subscribe button, and tell everybody out there. There's a channel out here that's simplifying these recipes and taking the mystery out of cooking. I ain't got all that walk off and all of that. I'm hungry, folks. This right here is fire. It's nice and cheesy. And guess what, folks? I'm out. Peace.